Title, Never Too Old. Topic, Self-Introduction. Method of organization, full sentence outline, specific purpose, introducing myself to my audience in this course. Theses, I am craving knowledge, but am I too old to go back to school and start a career? Introduction, my name is Karen Ellis, and I am from Griffin, Georgia, and I have a hunger for knowledge. Most people like myself think that going back to school at the age of 40 is too old. Capture attention. I am 46 years old with 2 adult children, 1 girl, 1 boy. Also, I have 2 grandchildren, a girl and a boy. I'm currently working for Wellstar Healthcare Systems as a patient access representative in the ER department. I've been working 13 years in the healthcare system off and on. State theses. I'm craving knowledge, but am I too old to go back to school and start a career? Establish credibility. I have always wanted to go back to school and get my GED, as well as have a career. However, not having my high school diploma posed a big problem for me. In 2003, I found a program that would allow me to gain a career without having my GED. Now, I joined my church in 2012 and met some awesome career-oriented people. Hearing their stories, I was persuaded to go back to school and pursue my GED and continue my career in healthcare. Preview the speech. I've always wanted to have an education and pursue a career in the medical field. When I dropped out of school, as the years passed by, I began to think I'm getting too old to go back to school or have a career. I lacked the enthusiasm to continue my education. I felt like working minimum wage jobs was going to be the best that I could do. With family members in my circle did not give me any enthusiasm or encouragement. They told me that going down the path that I was going down was going to be the best thing for me. Well, I felt like I had failed as a parent and a person, and that there was no hope for me. Point 1, I was only 16 when I gave birth to my daughter. Point A, I had dropped out of school and had no idea what to do with a child. Point B, I was terrified to tell my mother, feeling like she would reject me. Point A, I went home that night believing that I had to tell my mother some kind of way. Point 1A, the next morning, it was clear that the inedible was coming. I was going to have to talk to my mother. Point 1B, the quietness in the room was unbearable. Point 2, feeling like a familiar moment. I was hoping she would say something soon. My first successful attempt to gain some type of career was important for me. Point B, I could no longer support my family on minimum wage jobs without taking strong precautions on how I spent money. Point 1A, I wasn't able to do simple things that I desired. Point 1B, even simple things like shoes and underclothes was a hard thing to do. Point 1C, complicating all of this with the relentless issue of transition. I now face the decision to either continue on this path or become the person I knew I could be. More was at stake than just my pride and dignity. My children needed me to be a mother and a provider. 2. My health became a problem just as my career started. Now what I thought to myself. Point A, I had to depend on people to take care of me. Point B, study work had become a thing of the past. Point 1, I felt I was always a failure to my family. Point 1A, although I had experience in the healthcare field, years had passed and I was unable to get a job. Point 1B, I was always determined not to give up though. B2, the realization came that I had not became too old. Point 2A, I could no longer feel helpless for myself. Point 2B, I would need to get my GED first. Point 2C, I would have to find a school that I felt comfortable with. Transition. While the goal was at hand, to continue working dead-end jobs was a must. 3. Earning a bachelor's degree in healthcare management seemed to be the right thing for me. A. As I explored bachelor degree programs and to see what it took to qualify. B. I was also inspired by my church family. B1. Getting my degree would boost my career as well as my pay scale. B2. I appreciated nothing more than the opportunity to learn. I hope it would also inspire others to seek what they think they can't have. C. Attending Herzing was the best decision I could have ever made for my family. B3. Not only had I found success as a student and a person, I've been able to apply the things that I've learned to the freelance work as I continue being a student. Transition. The pursuit of a degree has changed my life, realizing that difficult times in my life were necessary. Conclusion. Although I didn't finish high school, I was still able to start a career. I was not too old to go back to school at all. I was just in time for new beginnings. Sometimes you have to mature in order to appreciate what life has to bring. I had reached my maturity, and now I am able to handle the success of my career. With my life now comes great rewards, and I am enjoying every moment. Thank you.